Good evening, everybody, and how are you on this very fine, I've got to say, Wednesday evening up here in sunny Scotland? Had a bit of a shower this afternoon with a bit of thunder in that, but it's all good. It's all good. Right, I will bring in my worm at the moment. We've got Mark here at the
Everyone,
moment. I am expecting other people coming in. I'm sure they'll let me know if and when they get here. And stick Mark back in the background and change the camera. There we go. So what I'm doing tonight, this is a request from Ben. I don't know if Ben's in yet. He may well be watching the football, but this is a request from Ben to do a box inspired by Ray Key, a capsule box. So what I've got on the lathe is a piece of Padouk. So there's going to be red dust everywhere. It's about 5 inches long, 2 inches across, and I'm hoping it's going to fit into the chuck. If not, I'll just have to change chucks. It's basically going to be split in two. So one part's going to be the top, the other part is obviously going to be the bottom. So I'll get on and do some turning, and we're up at just over 1500.
okay, well, I'll tell you who's in the chat then. So,
Grand.
first in on my list, we've got Wood Wizardry by Colin, John N, Dave Oatey, Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Harry Cliffy, Andy H is returning, Di Prout, Robert Bowman, Darren Bowman, David Nichol, James Crawford, Joe Senior, Terry from PJ Turning, David Deadman, Jennifer's Crafting Creations, Paul Houghton, Ivy Woodshed, Rex B, Steve Hale, Woodworm Paul, Henry Morgan, Woodpenning by Barry, Robert from Occupied Woodwork, Seth from Brickhouse, Peter Corcoran, and that's the bottom of the list. Eric Winkler's just come in. Hello, everybody.
Thanks everybody for coming along. I thought everybody would be watching the football.
Remember, folks, if you've got a question, John McDonald's in as well. Michael Howell's in. Sorry, Michael. Gotta keep him sweet. Ruby Claire's in.
Hi, Ruby.
Sorry, Michael, there's me forgetting who you were on Monday. Now I've missed you out of the chat as well. If you've got a question for Wayne, start your question with a couple of question marks, just so I can spot it in the chat. Klondike Grassman's just joined. Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Huey Lionsart's in as well. Hi, Huey.
Shug. Hiya, Shug.
Door 60's here.
That'll do for that one.
Rex B's here. Hi, Rex. Dave Oatey says he would rather watch you, Wayne, than watch 22 millionaires chasing a bag of wind.
Thank you.
Michael says, yeah, he did see the rerun of my life and heard I mentioned his big blanks. Yeah, I was mentioning your big blanks because I couldn't remember your name. It's an age thing.
It's even worse for me. There we go.
Ruby's asking, what's the wood, please?
It's Padauk, Ruby. Or at least that's the way I pronounce it.
Badook.
Right, I'm just putting the tool rest up a bit, and I'm just going to do a couple of planing cuts for the skew chisel.
Roger Mills has joined. Hi, Roger. Marcel Durette has joined. He's been following for months, but it's the first time he's posted.
Oh, thank you. Right, stop.
Quite a good show.
Thanks very much. I'm just dropping the tool rest down. Now I'm going to be parting this off when I've put it into the chuck. But what can happen, especially with open grained woods, is that once you start your parting cut, because I'm going to cut this in two, once you start your parting cut, you can get tear out. And I'm not really wanting any tear out on this because of the type of box it's going to be. So I'm just going to put a couple of skew lines here around about the width of my parting chisel.
Neil M's just joined. Hi, Neil. Here he asks, what would happen if Wayne made a top and then a bottom, but put the piece upside down? Would the top be the bottom, or the bottom be the top? Shark.
I wonder if he's been on the rum. Probably not. It's during the week.
School night.
Let's bring that center up, so make sure it's nice and centralized. There we are.
He says not yet, Wayne, but he's contemplating it because he's got a day off tomorrow.
Oh yes, it's Thursday tomorrow. I was forgetting that, Shug.
Huey, get a rum inside you, man.
Yeah, I'll catch up later, Shug. Right, so this is going to be the bottom. The longer part is going to be the bottom. So what I'll probably just do is what I'm going to do first is just clean this end off. Because what I've found is that the step center I use is sometimes, depending on which chuck I use, is sometimes a bit wide for the tenon to fit into the chuck properly. So that's one reason that I flip this round like this. And then I'm just going to start parting off.
Benjamin's in.
This is
Hi,
all
Ben.
your fault, Ben.
Pete from Twisted Trees is in as well. Hi, Pete.
Take that away.
Ben seems to be responsible for a lot of things recently.
There we are. Nope, put that on the floor. That way I won't lose it. That's not marking properly. I'm just going to mark this piece. I'll not be able to find a bloody Sharpie.
Oh, what you need is these fancy little magnetic holders that you can get for you stick them on your lathe. I'm never going to lose a pencil again.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ruby. Terry, there's the link for the SK Crafts show on Friday with Colwyn Way.
That should be a good show.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Right, I'll just pop that off. Pop the bottom in, and what we're going to do is put a little bit of shape on the outside. Not a hell of a lot, because it is a capsule box, this, so it's supposed to look like a medicine capsule. That's grand. I'm just going to shape the bottom on this, move the tool rest along just a little bit, and just
Rob
make
CP,
sure it's...
Go on. Rob CP's just joined.
Hey, Rob.
And Woodworm Paul's got a question.
Yeah.
I'd like to make OB shine juice, but can't find anywhere. I can get shellac. Can you help? You can get shellac flakes off of eBay.
I've never made it myself, so I'm afraid I wouldn't be very much help.
Bear with, and I shall just...
You've made some, haven't you, Mark?
Yep. Shellac, meths, and denatured alcohol. Boiled linseed.
Right, I'll leave the rest of that. What I'll be doing with this is flipping it round at some point, and then I can finish the bottom off. I'll probably have to change over jaws to do that, but that's for a little bit later on. So what I'll do now is just bring this round. I'll just face this off. Take my live center out because I don't want to bang my elbow on that, because it tends to get a bit on the sore side.
There's a link for shellac flakes.
Right.
Colin Izzard's just joined. Hi, Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Circular Wood by Keith's in as well. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Well, change camera, Wayne.
Sorry.
That's better.
I was busy looking at the chat, trying to catch up. Bob Lapsley said he's got a Colwyn Way skew. Will I have a problem sharpening it? I have a grinder and jig.
Sorry, I missed the back end of that.
Robert Lapsley says he's got a Colwyn Way skew.
Yeah.
Will I have a problem sharpening it because I have a grinder and a jig? If you've got the jig, shouldn't have any problems.
Shouldn't have.
The only difference with the Colwyn Way skews is that they taper towards the handle, but the profile at the cutting edge is still the same as a standard skew. Brian from Market Turnings just joined. Is that Brian?
Has he finished editing his video yet?
Don't know. I think so. Yes, he has. Talking of videos, there's a link for my premiere at Opus 9.
Right. I'm going to move on to use my Robert Torby scraper. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to put a bit of a lip on the outside of this for the lid to fit onto. So again, I'm just put a little
Oh, Paul says he's after the liquid shellac in a tin.
all right.
Can't help you there, I'm afraid, mate.
That'll do. Move that in a bit closer as I'm getting down to the bottom. Just see how deep I am. I'm around about there. So a little bit to go.
Pete's made a good point. He says liquid shellac doesn't really exist. Only shellac dissolved in meth, so you may as well do it yourself. That's quite right. Douglas Mungham's asking how much wine is needed to take this pill.
Yes, Douglas, a fair amount. Just a little bit more at the bottom I'm wanting out of there, and then that'll be us done.
Eric Winkler's having to go back to work. He says he'll watch back later on.
Thanks, Eric. I'm going to move that in closer. I'm just going to use my... No, I'm not, because I can't find it. Oh. Yeah.
There.
Bear with me, it is. It fell on the floor earlier on and I didn't pick it up. Just going to use my round nose carbide cutter just to clean the bottom up a little bit. There we go. Right, quickly get this sanded. What's this one? 240.
Douglas Mungham's asking, Wayne, does that Paduke change colour much as it ages?
Yes, it does. It goes quite dark once it ages, which is a bit of a shame. But it's like most woods. Most woods do go darker as they age. I'm just going to give this a light sand with the 120. It doesn't really need a hell of a lot. Yeah, happy with that. And a light sand on the inside as well.
Dutch Turner's in.
Hey,
Dutch. Seen you for a while.
and then finish it off with 240. Now I'm not touching, or I'm trying not to touch the rim here, because I'm wanting to get a fairly nice fit onto the lid. I'm not that concerned about sand and sealer going on there, but I want to leave it fairly rough if I can. And you should see the colour come out now.
Douglas has got another question. He says, is there a bright coloured wood that does not change colour?
Oh,
Yellow heart?
orange osage, although I think that'll darken. You definitely darkens. Pink ivory. I'm not too sure about pink ivory.
I think yellow heart stays fairly well. Yellow over time.
And again, we'll get some. In fact, I don't. Think what you're going to do, Wayne. No, I will put.
You could hear the wheels going round then, people.
Yeah, I was trying to decide on whether to take this outside to a finish as it is, or leave it until I get the top and the bottom on together to do a finish overall, because I'm still going to have to finish off the bottom of this once it gets reversed.
Terry Hooper says Mahonia is a strong yellow.
There you go. And again, I'm just using a bit of microcrystalline wax on this.
.68 watching, Wayne.
Excellent. I'm quite chuffed with that, considering the football's on.
Yeah, so good.
Hang on.
Don't forget, folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, smash that thumbs up. And if you really like what he's doing, you can always buy the man a coffee. Help support the channel. Links at the top of the chat and the description of the video. For some reason, Alexa started to say stuff.
Right, so I did mark this piece and mark the chuck as well. So get it back into the same position as it was in.
What does it read by Colin? Says that Berberis is bright yellow as well.
I don't know if anybody's ever tried it, but what's it called? Broom. If anybody ever tries turning broom, you're not going to be able to get big bits, but you should be able to get a decent size for doing pens. That is very bright yellow, that is.
Well, change camera, but
Oh, thank you. And again, I'll just get this faced off. It's not that bad.
Dr. Turner says he thinks he may have turned broom for his mother-in-law once.
It turns quite nice, to tell you the truth. Mind you, did you leave all the twigs on the bottom since that was for your mother-in-law?
Do you want to change camera again?
Oh, it's the things you need to do. Live videos, camera directors, producers.
It's almost like you're doing a YouTube channel.
I know. Oops. Let's clean that off.
Mark Stroughton's just joined. Hi, Mark.
Evening, Mark.
And Cornish Mates just hi, Katie.
Hiya, Katie.
She's staying up here.
Sorry about that.
wearing headphones while waiting turns this. We do apologise. Katie,
Seeing what that's
Wayne's
like.
making a capsule box.
Just a little bit more. All will be revealed, Katie. Now comes the boring part. Trying to get the box to get a decent fit.
Apparently Denmark just scored.
Oh well.
Steve
Such
from
is
SK
life.
Crafts. Yep, that happens. Steve from SK Crafts has just joined.
Hey, Steve.
Katie's still not talking to me.
That sounds like I've got a crack in this.
That's a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I have. Right, give that a quick squirt with sand and sealer. Wipe off any excess glue.
Turex 007 Lee is in. Hi.
Hey, I've forgotten his name again.
Lee, isn't it?
I thought it was Lee, but somebody said, I'm sure it was in your live on Monday, that wasn't his name.
David Eisenhower's in. Wetwood Resin and Wood Creations.
Hi, David.
Ron. Turex 007 Lee is Ron. Hi, Ron. What tool's that you're using, Wayne?
That's one of my cheapo square carbides.
Okay.
Because I can't afford easy wood tools. I'm scared this is going to explode because of that crack before I get the right size. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, guys. I'm concentrating. Doesn't happen a lot.
Hey, alright, don't worry. Ben's asking, Wayne, could you temporarily tape it?
I could do.
just want to see you have a Mike Walt masking tape moment.
Oh, here we go. It's another one of them flaming one more cut things. Now, seeing as how this top has got a crack in it, I'm not wanting to get a really good... Oh, there we go. I was going to say I'm not really wanting to get a really good wood turners fit. Otherwise...
Force the crack open again.
Yeah, it might just burst the crack open again. I think I'm going to have to go a little bit deeper.
Maybe woodworks is just going. Chris.
That's better. I'll just get that sanded off quickly. Seeing as I'll put the sand and sealer on, I'm hoping that you'll not see any of the super glue. I just see a bit of the accelerator there, but not to worry.
It's dusty stuff, that Baduk, isn't it?
Isn't it
Look.
just? I'll just give this a bit of a quick clean out.
Katie says, ha! Dust in the workshops has nothing on dust when we had people come and sand down our wooden kitchen worktops to revarnish. Now that's
Oops.
dust.
Oops.
She said literally in and on everything.
I take it they weren't using any dust extraction. Right, so what we're going to do now is get this piece finished up. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to swap these over again. I did mark this, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It goes in there.
She says, no, they weren't using dust extraction.
Bring the tailstock back up again. Bloody cracks opened up. Not to worry, I'm just going to carry on. And what I will do is use some tape on this.
Ron's asking, has anyone turned a lilac?
I think I have. Hell of a lot of years ago, so I don't really remember it.
Pete's asking, Wayne, would you consider making an insert piece? Sorry, an insert ring to finish this piece?
Do you mean for in between the top and the bottom? I take it he's meaning for in between the top and the bottom.
Yeah, I think he might be, yeah.
I would.
Keith said lilac is nice to turn if you can find a big enough piece.
Drop this tool rest down a little bit. How are we doing on time, Mark?
Plenty of time, 42 minutes.
Oh, grand.
Wayne of the Big Feet is in. Hi, Wayne and Valerie.
Good evening, Wade. Valerie? Just a little bit off there. Dee, 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 dee. No, that's still not right. That's better. Quickly sand that. 240.
Douglas Mangan wants to know, are you colouring one end red and the other end white?
Well, Douglas, funnily enough, Andy from AHB Spoke and myself had a chat about that this morning. And I did actually think about doing that. So it did look like a capsule. Damn. I'm pleased that's finished. Right, so what I'll do to finish the bottom off, I'm going to take it out of this chuck. I'm going to take this chuck off. I'm putting on my SK100 chuck with my O'Donnell jaws on. And I'm hoping the bottom of this hasn't got a crack. Chuck key. Oh, that didn't sound very good.
Just tighten it up until you hear the first crack. Just before you
did.
Just before you hear the first crack.
If you tighten it up and you hear the first crack, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
But I should have enough to play with to get it finished.
AT watching, Wayne.
Excellent. Oh yes, that crack's there. I can see the crack. Right, I'm going to play with this. I'm not going to mess about with the crack. I've got it sort of between centres. If I'd left the other jaws in, I might have been able to clamp down on it. But we'll see how we go. I'm going to use my small spindle gouge on this. How dare a piece of wood be in my workshop that's got a crack in it?
I know. I don't know who you are.
Right, I'm going to take it down to about there, and then now I'm going to put an undercut in there. Damn, no I'm not. Start that cut again. See how badly that was damaged. I should get away with it.
Take your time, Wayne. Plenty of time.
10. See, I can even count silently. Right. Now, the thing that's concerning me now is how thin do I make these walls?
We may be about to find out. Dave Oaty says, go on, have a good swear, Wayne.
Oh no, can't do that. See, if it wasn't for the crack, I wouldn't be overly concerned. It's just that when I get this all the way down, I'm expecting this to actually fly. So I'm going to stop there. Have a look. Yeah, I can sand that now.
Ben's asking, could you explain what was causing you to have a catch?
Me not being careful enough. Well, right, I'll see if I can explain with the lathe stationary. What was happening, Ben, is that I was actually trying to. I'm not on overhead. That's better. Right, I'm coming round like this, and I'm cutting just on this part, just on the point there, just off the point. And what I'm trying to do is come round so I can start doing an undercut. And as I was starting to come round and do an undercut, I was getting a catch, and it was flinging me back up the piece like this. That's what was happening.
Just shows it can happen to everybody, though, doesn't it?
Oh, you live with it and carry on.
Katie's back. She says she's got chocolate now. I hope you brought enough for everybody.
Yeah, me as well.
Wayne needs chocolate.
Wayne needs alcohol.
Wayne needs chocolate flavoured alcohol.
What I should have done was use this as a practice piece this morning, and the bit that I did this morning as the practice piece I should have used for tonight. It wasn't a piece of pedout mine, but it was a nice dark wood that I used this morning, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was.
Douglas is asking, Wayne, is there a tool that does not catch?
No. In my humble opinion, I don't think there is. But it tends to be the reason that people get catches. See, tools don't catch by themselves. The reason that people get catches with tools is user error. Every time. Right, should I risk going in with a skew to cut this off?
Yeah, go on.
This should be good for a laugh. That crack's opened up a fair bit. I've actually got Yorkshire grit and wax has gone through to the inside, and I've got flaming kitchen roll stuck inside the crack as well. That's how much it's opened up. But hey, not to worry. Such is life. It's another one of them 2-foot judges. Does everybody know what a 2-foot judge is?
Nope.
No, a 2-foot judge. It's one of them little things sent to try us.
Fool.
Hello again. It's me. I'm back. I'll wait till Mark's finished his drink, then I'll bring him in.
Thank you.
There we go. Just bring up the YouTube chat because it's better than the StreamYard one. There we are, guys. One little capsule box made out of Padouk or Padouk or however you want to pronounce it. Shug, what are you like?
He's had a drink. Can tell.
No, he's definitely had a drink. There we are. It's actually, to tell you the truth, I'm pleased with the shape. I've got just about the same shape, top and bottom. The top is nicely rounded over. The bottom has been, okay, needs a bit of sanding off to really finish it. But it's got that slight undercut, so it will sit. Probably not sit in the palm of my hand, but it will sit. So there we are. Capsule box inspired by Reiki. And from a request from Ben.
Nice one.
And you can't, that's, I don't know if you can see it, but that is where the crack is.
Yeah.
I think you can just see it there. But it worked out in the end. Oh, hang on. I need my skew chisel. I need to get rid of that in the bottom. It's not standing up properly.
Don't drop it.
That's better. Standing up now. Grand. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And for those of you who watched the Yorkshire Grit premiere, thanks very much for coming in to watch that. I hope it was explanatory. I hope you learned something from it. It was enjoyable to do. Unusual me having a premiere when you no music.
Okay.
Anybody comments on that, and I'll come and get you.
There's a link for mine. Half an hour.
Oh yeah, Mark's on in half an hour. If you can't read that link, there is a link in the description as well, and it says exactly the same thing.
Yeah. It's only a short one. It's only a 10-minute video.
That's what she said.
Fortunately, yeah, it is.
Right, guys, I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to pop in the house, grab a glass of wine, and see how many more Denmark have scored. I will see you soon.
I think they're level now.
All right, I'm going to hit the button. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'll see you on Friday lunchtime. I'll be back on Friday lunchtime. Bye.